Total Store Expo is an annual event that brings together key decision makers in retail health, beauty, and wellness. At this year's show, Drugstore News sat down with key thought leaders to get a sense of what's new, what's trending, and what's on the horizon. Our guest today is Sandra C. Canally, CEO of the Compliance Team, a company that provides comprehensive accreditation and certification services to pharmacies, clinics, and DME providers in all 50 states, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Hello, this is Nigel Maynard, Editor-in-Chief of Drugstore News, coming to you live from Boston at TSE 2024. Sandra, you are in business now for 30 years. So why don't you tell my readers and my viewers who the compliance team is and what have you been doing for the past 30 years?
Okay, so thank you so much for the opportunity. And as always, TSE is a crazy busy show that we love and we thrive with. So we've been doing TSE, I guess, for 10 years, the past 10 years. 30 years in business is what we're celebrating this year. And it went by like a blink of an eye. I mean, it's so amazing. And especially with knowing all the changes that have happened during that 30 years. So who is the compliance team? Mm-hmm. The compliance team is a CMS-approved, nationally recognized accreditation organization. Over the years, we have accredited more than 10,000 providers in every state, in Puerto Rico, in the Virgin Islands, and even in Guam.
Okay, wow.
So we are known for accreditation and certification in pharmacy, in DME, in clinics, and in health departments. So all of our programs relate to identifying areas in need of improvement in those clinical areas. Many are deemed by CMS, which means that you go through like a year of vetting and all sorts of things in order to get approved as an accreditor.
Right. So I imagine that you've seen a lot in the last 30 years. What do you think is next for the company and next for pharmacy in terms of the accreditation portion?
Okay, so what's next? Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
That we're introducing.
Just between us.
Yeah, just between us. All right. That we're introducing at this show is our new e-commerce protection accreditation for pharmacy.
Okay.
What that means is for pharmacies that do online business, online activity for filling scripts, for refills, for all of those things and accept payment. There's still a lot of issues, as everybody knows in the industry, with fraud,
right,
with pharmacies that aren't really pharmacies. So this is all about protection. Protection for the pharmacy, protection for the patient, and protection for the payment process. We're very excited because up until now, you really didn't, as a pharmacy, have a lot of choices in accreditation. Right. And now the compliance team, because of having so many different pharmacy accreditation and certification programs over the years, decided that the market needs another accreditor that knows pharmacy to do that.
Okay. And that's being introduced this week at the show, or have you done it already?
Yes. Okay. I introduced it yesterday at Beat the Market.
And not to us first? Okay, so pharmacy has changed quite a bit in the last 30 years. And probably in the last 10 years, changed tremendously. What do you think is the future of pharmacy?
Well, I think we have to go back in order to go forward with assessing where it's come from, where it is now, and where it's going. So obviously, back in the day, you had the drugstore, right? The neighborhood drugstore.
Right.
And it was all about relationship with the people in the community. Not only filling the scripts, but talking to Mrs. McGillicuddy and knowing what Mrs. McGillicuddy needed. So then somewhere along the line in progress, the neighborhood drugstore got a little more complicated with maybe, all right, now they don't have the ice cream parlor part of the drugstore, and they did away with that, and they have other products in the front, and there's a lot more drugs in the mix that they have to concern themselves with. And it's all about the filling of the scripts. So I think sometimes some of that relationship has, because they're so busy and they don't have enough staff and everything, that close relationship might have gone by the wayside with some folks. All right, so now here we are. And one of the things that is bringing back not only the relationship, but meeting the patient need. So you're a diabetic, and the pharmacist really needs to meet with you to make sure not only you're taking your medication appropriately, but okay, what else is in the mix with diet and exercise and all the things that are interconnected to improve your health and improve outcomes. So we see little by little additional clinical services that are in the mix that as you move into the future are a must. They're not an add-on now in the future, they're a must. Otherwise, it's going to be all about just online and not that relationship and not being the beacon of healthcare in your community.
Okay. Well, Sandy, thank you for talking to us, and congratulations on 30 years, and here's to 30 more.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.